Hey there, and welcome on back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent-minded professor of knives and all things sharp. So I'm back, grab your pens and papers, class is about to begin. Today, we're taking a look at another Gil Hibbens. Yes, Gil Hibbens, one of the grandmasters of custom knife works, known far and wide as the armorer to Hollywood. But before we get into the knife too much, and information about Gil Hibbens himself, let's go ahead and get the syllabus work out of the way first, shall we? Yes, I can talk. What can I say? If you're new to the channel, welcome. Here on Fridays, we do mainly knife reviews, occasional reviews of some camping equipment or survival gear, lights, cooking equipment, compasses, that sort of thing, but mainly knives. On Mondays, we do knife basics, which you really need to know. This is aimed more at those who are new to knives and want to know what we mean when we start hauling out all these fancy words like hollow grind, flat grind, ricasso, all that sort of thing. Helps you come up and understand more what we're talking about when we start discussing our favorite things, so you're not sitting there going, yeah, what he said. For those of you who are coming back again, welcome back. I'm glad you can make it. Just got one question for you, and it's a simple one. Have you subscribed yet? What do you mean no? Oh, come on. Yes, I know you have. I'm not talking to you. And you have, so I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you right there. What do you mean you haven't subscribed yet? It's so simple, man. You just hit that button right down there. It says subscribe. Then you hit the bell next to it. That way you get notified every time I put up a neat new video. It's a win-win situation. You win because you get to know when I put up new videos. I win because, let's be honest, the more subscribers I have, the easier it is to get all these neat new things. But on to class here today. This is Gil Hibbens Legacy Boot Knife. As you can see, it's got Gil Hibbens' insignia worked right into the leather of the sheath. It's fairly nice leather. Boot clip for the back. Of course, I'm not sure what boot you're going to be putting this down into, unless, of course, you're wearing a pair of riding boots. But beautiful. What? Oh, you don't know much about Gil Hibbens? Oh, man, you got to check him out. Started making knives back in the 60s. He was a 3 or 4 time world champion knife thrower. He's a black belt in American Kempo. Matter of fact, part of his discourse work to get one of his higher black belts was to come up with a fighting knife that he presented to Ed Parker that is just gorgeous. And then he modified that knife a little bit when he came up with the big bowies for the Rambo series. And yes, he made the knives for almost all of Sylvester Stallone's movies. Not only the Rambo series, but all of them, really. He made many of the weapons used in the Star Trek series, especially the Romulan and the Vulcan and, oh Lord, someone's going to yank my geek card for this because I just went blank on the third race, but Worf was one. Klingon, that's it. Yeah, I can think. But he made all those knives. He made some of the knives used in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's just a very prolific weapons maker. And his work is gorgeous. This one, as I said, is the Legacy Boot Dagger. I already showed you the sheath. Blade itself is 6.13 inches, 12 inches overall. It's got a skull crusher pommel with a lanyard hole in it. The handle on this particular version is Paracord. The blade is made of 7CR 17 MOV steel. As you can see, it's got his signature on one side, and then on the other side, it's got his insignia and a bit more information about the knife. Nicely balanced. I mean, there we go. Very sweet. Very, very comfortable in the hand. They're calling it a spear point. I'm calling it a leaf-shaped blade because you can see where it curves in and curves back out. Actually, I should do it this way so you can see it better. Almost like some of the old Roman and Greek knives. Almost a Romulan or Klingon style double choil here. So you can really grip up on it if you need to. Just all in all, a really intriguing knife. He just doesn't do anything that half-assed. It's just the way the man works. Now, if you were to buy it directly from him, from his factory, that would probably be an oak or a black maple handle scales on it, and it would be probably W2 steel for the blade, but you'd also be paying around $1,500 to $2,000 for the knife. This one is a supposedly limited edition one that he contracted with a smaller knife company to make, so you can get it for as little as $60. Recommended price is $103.95, but you can find it for as little as $60. But how does it work? Let's find out. Okay, not, there we go. Yeah, you know what? Doesn't really cut paper that well, which is surprising and disappointing, but could be worse. On the other hand, this is really made more for a wall hanger than a using knife. But you know what? I may just have to. I'm going to be doing a video on how to sharpen knives. It's here before too long. I may just have to sharpen one of these and see how it does after sharpening, see how it holds on to its edge. In the meantime, standard corrugated cardboard. Let's see here. That does pretty well. Yeah. Not bad on cutting off the flap. Not bad on slicing, so I want to put it down to the fact that it's so thick in the center for why it's not cutting paper better. Let's see what else we got here. Paracord. We got some paracord here somewhere. Here we go. Yeah. Cuts through it. But yeah. again, that M geometry just isn't real conducive to that. Let's see how it does on leather. Very well whittled piece of leather, but let's see. No. It's just not. As it comes out of the box, not doing exceptionally well. Let's see how it does on zip ties. And 1, 2, 3. That is definitely disappointing. So, let's see here. Wood. Let's see how it does on this. That's playing that down fairly quick and easy. Let's see if I wanted to. Not doing a real good job of making a feather board though. Let's see here. Oops. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. Does it right that way though. Okay. It's double edged, so yeah, I'm not going to do a standard batoning through it unless here we go. Definitely not going to baton with my hand, not when it's got double edge. Should have a much thicker and sturdier, piece to baton with, but let's see what we can do here. Yeah, it's just too much playing the wood. I mean, the wood is just bouncing on me. Let's see here. On the other hand, let's see something. Well, ow. Even though it hurt my hand, it put a nice groove in there. Let's see what happens here. Cutting into it. Yeah. For all its fantasy appearance, it looks like it wouldn't be too bad for bushcrafting. Just, yeah. Let's try one more time here. No, it's just that edge is just too thick to slice paper, which is a shame. Especially when it's doing a fairly decent job of taking the hair off my arm. So, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful knife. Love the looks of it. Would definitely work well in just about any collection of wall hangers. But much as I wish it was otherwise, at least as it comes out of the box, it's definitely a wall hanger. Going to have to take a look and see if I can't redo that edge without ruining it. Don't know if I can, but I'm definitely going to give it a try. And if I succeed, I'll do another video on it. Until then, I hope you learned something. As I say, it's just gorgeous knife. It's definitely going in my display case. Unfortunately, it's just not something that I'm going to be using. But in the meantime, I hope you did learn something. I hope you got a chance to drool over a beautiful looking knife, even if nothing else. In the meantime, I'll wish you luck. I'll leave you with a couple videos right over here that I think you'll enjoy. And of course, as always, you can click this target over here to subscribe. I hope you do. And I hope to see you next week. Meantime, take care now. Bye.